This app alone made me $412,000. In this video, I'm gonna show you the apps that are absolutely crucial to have if you wanna hit 6-figure months. I have personally used all of these apps and I'm telling you that they are life-changing. After putting so much time and effort into your Shopify store and your advertisements, you want to get the most value and margin that you possibly can. Plus, you don't want to end up with 0 sales. These apps won't only just generate you sales, but they will also increase your margins. So I hope this is what you're looking for. Let's get right into the video. All right, one of the most important apps that I talk about all of the time is an upsell app. Now, if you've ever been to a supermarket and you're in the checkout line, they usually have upsells. You might not know this. They've got all the candy, the magazines, the gums, all right at that checkout. So you might just make a couple extra purchases as you're leaving the store. This is obviously an added bit of revenue for these grocery stores, and you can do the exact same thing in your online business. When your customer buys a product, having a really good upsell that complements the product is gonna increase your average order value, and it's gonna completely decrease your ad cost. I say this all the time about how important upsells are. The example is if you are paying Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok to advertise, and a customer has the intent to purchase, they're going to purchase something from your website. Why would you just sell them one product? Why would you not sell them 2, 3, or 4 products? That way, that $10 cost per purchase really goes down because you're selling them 4 products. Plus, you can ship them all together and your margins are gonna skyrocket. There are a ton of different upsell apps out there. This one that I like to use is Booster Apps. It's just built into the cart, so it makes it a lot easier. It integrates directly into your Shopify theme. They make it super easy to set up. And this app alone, like I was telling you earlier, generated me over $400,000 in extra revenue. Imagine if I did not have upsells on my website, I would be missing out on $412,000. Now, you don't have to use the same exact upsell app that I'm using. There are a ton out there on the Shopify App Store. All you have to do is go on the App Store and type in upsell apps, and you will find a ton of different ones. You just have to figure out which one works the best with your theme and integrates nicely. A lot of them are free trials, or they're pretty cheap. The one I pay for, I think, is $20. Now, the key to a good upsell is having a perfect complementary product. You want to make the customer feel like, you know, it's cheap, it's 25% off, it's extra, but it's going to complement that product perfectly. This does require a lot of testing to see which products are going to work the best as an upsell, but it's definitely worth it. A good example is this Bleem website right here. If we click on shop now, let's just see what they're going to upsell us. Let's buy 1 pack. We're going to click buy now. By the way, this product is a hair removing product, so it's kind of in the beauty tools type of niche and just improving your overall well-being beauty wise. Now it's going to open up the cart on the right side, and you can see that they have a special offer, which is their upsell. It's a gua sha. I don't even know how to say that. I should know how to say that because I've sold these before, but it's a gua sha facial set, and they're selling it for $39. You just click 1 button, it adds it to the cart, and you're ready to check out now for $78 instead of $39. This is a good complementary product. It's in that beauty healthcare type of niche. You want to give yourself a full spa day? Here you go. You got everything that you need right here. You know, I'd probably word that a little bit better and say the special offer, like have yourself like a beauty like spa day at home, but you get the point here. All right, the second type of app that I really recommend that you have on your Shopify store is a page builder. The most common one out there is probably Pagefly, and what you can do on it is build a fully custom landing page that's kind of outside your Shopify theme. It involves no code, it integrates perfectly with Shopify, so it's super easy to set up. It's really gonna make your website pop, and all those features that you see on websites, you're like, how did they do that? How did they add that in there? It's most likely a page builder. It's also really gonna allow you to brand out your website. Most people create websites that look like this, right? It's all based on the Shopify theme. Super boring, very stereotypical type of setup here, nothing special about it. It really just kind of reminds me of like a 2016 dropshipping store. Now, what a page builder like Pagefly will allow you to do is build out a website like this. You can just tell that this is night and day different. We've got scrolling, moving pieces here, custom centering or decentering, I guess, of pictures and text. Everything flows extremely nicely. It just looks like a really branded website and modern in this day and age. Having a page builder is really vital in 2023, moving into 2024, to take your e-commerce store to the next level, look extremely branded, and get a higher conversion rate overall. I totally forgot to show you Pagefly in general. This is their website. You can try it out there for free. Again, there are a bunch of other page builders out there. There's like Shogun, Pagefly. Those are kind of the most popular ones. But overall, if you're looking for your website to pop more, make more sales overall, I really recommend using a page builder. Now, moving on to the next app that ties into a page builder a little bit. Sometimes it's really hard to build out your website, right? You can't come up with product descriptions, some marketing angles for your website, maybe your brand voice or brand brand identity, and maybe even your ideal customer. It's hard to come up with all that stuff, especially if you're not creative like me. That's why I highly recommend having Dropbot AI at your assistance at all times. My team and I actually created the software, just wanted to put that out there. We saw a big gap in the marketplace for ideation and branding around e-com stores in general. So we thought, who better to build one than ourselves, right? So when you're coming up with your website, you're building it out and you need some marketing angles, maybe you need some product descriptions, you don't know how to write them that well. Dropbot AI has all e-com optimized output. So everything that you can pick on this list here to configure is optimized for e-commerce to give you the best results. So we can put that gua sha set or that jade roller that we saw earlier into the product description here on the left side of Dropbot. Any additional information that you want to add here, maybe it's targeting a certain demographic or age, or something simple like to reduce skin irritation and redness after taking off makeup. So let's say we need a brand name, maybe some brand voice, maybe marketing angles, and maybe we also need a product description. You're just going to select whatever you need and hit generate. And on the right side, it's going to output your generation. So all of your product descriptions that you need, all of your marketing angles, your brand voice, brand names like glowies, skin soothe. And if you don't like any of them, all you have to do is click regenerate and it's going to come up with more. This makes it so easy to test different marketing angles and come up with UGC scripts or advertisement ideas. That way you can spend less time just sitting there twiddling your thumbs trying to think of what you need to say in your advertisement and actually focus on creating that ad itself. It's going to allow you to test a lot faster and build out a really nicely branded website. If you want to try out Dropbot, I'll have a link down below in the description. Now the next app that I highly recommend that you have on your store is a bundle app. It's very similar to the upsell app, but it's slightly different. A great app for this is Wide Bundles. There are a bunch of different ones out there that you can use. Depends on your budget and how it implements with your theme. And what a bundle is it's selling the same product, essentially like an upsell, but it's just giving you a package deal. So going back to that Bleem website that we were looking at earlier, we actually saw this on their website. So it says bundle and save right here. So if you need a 2-pack or a 3-pack, you're getting a lot better of a deal here, and they're really trying to sell you the most popular option, which is a 2-pack. This will also help increase your average order value. Maybe you word it in a way it's like buy one for you and a friend, or his and hers. But having this as an option before checking out is just ultimately going to lead you to more sales and a higher average order value. And again, like the upsell app, if you are paying for people to come onto your website, why not sell them as much as you possibly can? There is one major difference between a bundle app and an upsell app. The upsell app, you can sell a bunch of different products to see what complements it the best. With a bundle, it actually has to make sense for your product. If you're going to sell a digital camera, for example, why would you want to buy 2? 99% of the time, people are just going to buy one of those. So you really have to look at your product and figure out if people would actually use more than one. Maybe it would be good to get another one as a gift. But the best products that work well with bundles are ones that are either consumables or it just makes sense to have 2 of them. So make sure you ask yourself that question before you set up a bundle, otherwise it's going to take up space on your website for no reason. Now the next app that you need to have on your website, especially in today's day and age with the little tracking that's happening on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram in terms of collecting data from customers and seeing what they actually do on your website, the app is called Hotjar. So when you have your Facebook ads running, it's really easy to analyze the results of that ad, right? You can see the cost per link click, you can see the CPMs, but once they click past that advertisement, it's really hard to see what they're actually doing on your store. So what Hotjar does is it records every single interaction when people come onto your website. So you'll see exactly where their mouse is moving, what they're clicking on, why they dropped off the page, everything that they do once they're on your website. And why this is so important is because in the beginning, you might not know why people are leaving your website. Maybe a lot of people are clicking on your advertisements, but no one's purchasing. Maybe no one's adding to cart. So once you install a Hotjar and you can actually record what people are doing on your website after they click the advertisement, you can then determine the problems that you're having on your website or what people are being scared off by. That will allow you to make great educated decisions moving forward of what you need to change on your website. Maybe your shipping was too high and you should have free shipping. Maybe people in different countries can't check out because you don't have shipping settings set up. You really just don't know with Facebook's metrics that they give you. You have no idea why people are leaving your website. But with an app like Hotjar, you can actually see why people are leaving your website. That way you have no more excuses and theories about why people are leaving. You know definitively. Watching all the people check out through your website will really teach you how to build a really nice website. It will just completely help you optimize your conversion rate. I don't really have any other recommendations besides Hotjar. I know there's some other ones out there, but this one's kind of the biggest and the best. All right, those are the apps that are completely necessary, in my opinion, to have on your store in 2023 moving into 2024. Don't start dropshipping and adding a bunch of different apps that you might not need. These are the essential ones that you must have, especially if you want to give dropshipping a full fair try and also maximize your profits and margins. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it pointed you in the right direction on how to build a great website website and have a successful brand. And of course, if you want to work one-on-one with me and my team at Ecom Remastered, where we build custom websites for you, host 4 live coaching calls a week, can build custom UGC content and more. And the best is that it's lifetime access, so we will work with you until you hit your goals. If this sounds like something that you'd want to do and you'd benefit from this, make sure to book in an application call down below. All right guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below on what video you want to see next. All right guys, I'll see you next time.